look at that glow there. Fantastic diffusion and really bright RGB lights. Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the XOC Frost DDR4, specifically their 3200 megahertz stick that features an 8GB capacity. I did receive this product to check out today, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this RAM or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Take a look at the retail box and packaging. Everything looks great. You'll notice front and center AMD Expo and Intel XMP supported. And we have all of our popular motherboard lighting manufacturers logos on the other side too. This is RGB RAM. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and see what's inside. Here are all the contents. We have the stick of RAM. That's it. That's what you're gonna get in the box. Take a look. You'll see both sides of the heat sink right here. And up at the top, we have a really cool pattern in groove design. Looks crystallized to me, so I can't wait to see that lit up. See it from all different sides and angles. And I noticed for this particular piece, we can actually pull that top cover off, revealing the inside, all the LED lights right there. And then we could just gently snap that back on. Now let's go ahead, let's get this installed. All right, so here's our computer and our motherboard with our 4 DIMM slots here. I actually have 2 of these sticks. They're both identical, so we're going to be installing both of them. Make sure you line the pins up. It's only going to fit one way, so be careful and just gently press down. You'll hear it snap in place. So we have a nice click there. Everything is secure. And now we'll install the second stick the exact same way. Line it up. It's only going to fit one way and gently press in place. There we go. Everything is installed. Now let's fire it up. All right, so our PC's booted up and look at how beautiful the RGB lighting is on the RAM. Let's look at it with the lights off. All right, look at that glow there. Fantastic diffusion and really bright RGB lights with that LED strip underneath. Looks great and really does a nice job blending in with all the other RGB we have on this build. Now we're looking at our ASRock motherboard settings. Yours will look a little bit different depending on which brand and manufacturer you have for your motherboard, but once you're in the BIOS, you want to look for this XMP profile, right? That's going to be where you're going to want to adjust exactly what you're looking for. This will work for Intel and AMD systems, so don't worry about that. And in our case, ours is all set and ready to go. We're showing both sticks of RAM that we have installed at the correct speeds right there. So everything is working as it should. We can also confirm that in Task Manager under the Performance tab, we're looking at the memory section. So we have all of our RAM information down here, as well as our speed right there. So let's take a deep dive into some of the RAM specifics. So we mentioned this earlier, but its speed is 3200 megahertz, its voltage is 1.35 volts, and its latency is 16 clock cycles. Moving right along to some benchmarking software, NovaBench RAM score average 292. NovaBench RAM speed in megabytes per second averaged 1637.1. NovaBench latency in nanoseconds average 81. And then using IDA64, the read speed average 4878.1. And again, that's megabytes per second read. And its write speed on average was 4672.0 megabytes per second. And copy speeds in megabytes per second average 4561.2. And we can't forget about latency. It averaged around 68.3 nanoseconds. So where does that leave us with this RAM? Well, let me share with you my final thoughts. No issues with the performance. It's as expected, very average for RAM with this spec. Now, the big takeaway is really going to be how much does it cost you? At the time of this video, it seems expensive. Typically, for the price of one 8GB stick, you can get 2 sticks of the same capacity from competitors. So I'm not sure what the premium here is for this particular RAM, but again, that can change and fluctuate. So if you're seeing a similarly priced RAM, right, then go ahead, maybe choose with your budget or with your design. Specifically for me, typically you'll find a stick of RAM like this, like from T-Force. It's gonna have a label on the back with product info and a lot of branding. I like that we just have the XOC branding on both sides and nothing else. So it just seems a little bit cleaner in regards to white RAM. And we have a large surface area of white and RGB, which I think really is nice. So for me, it's one of the better designed white sticks of RAM out there. but currently at the time of this video, it's definitely going to be pricey without any performance boost.